Today we are opening the cellar doors to Marlborough's past.
It's another super stunning day here in Picton in the Marlborough region, and we're waking up in the Tombstone Backpackers. Awesome because they do freshly baked scones for breakfast every morning. From there we are hitting the road and making our way to Blenheim.
So as you can see, Laura is upset right now because the weather said for the last 3 days that today would be a terrible weather, terrible. So I didn't plan for us to do anything in Marlborough Sound for last full day here in the South Island. I planned for us to go in a museum back in Blenheim just because it was supposed to be super rainy. And turns out that there is not a single cloud in the sky.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is absolutely stunning. Every region in New Zealand has a kind of a regional museum to tell people what is this region special about and what is it famous for. And for Marlborough, obviously it has to be about wine. It is the #1 wine region in New Zealand and it is proud of it.
The first little exhibition that we're checking out is all about the famous wine brands of the Marlborough region and showing a few memorabilia and the different wine bottles they've had over the years. There's a little interactive display of the different parts of wine barrels, and then we move on to the main exhibition, which, guess what? It's about wine.
The exhibition is incredibly comprehensive, going through the whole history of the wine region as well as all the methods that have been used and all the mistakes that they've done in the past. It's quite interesting to see a museum focusing on that as well.
Tomato stock. Ooh, I love tomatoes.
Plus, a few interactive spots is always helping to keep us entertained throughout the whole exhibition. There is even a place where you can learn about all the different types of soils.
So this is basically a backpackers museum. That is the different tool that backpackers use to do pruning, which is #1 backpacker job in New Zealand.
And we move on to the winemaker's worst nightmare.
Phylloxera. It is called phylloxera. Robin knows all about that, being French.
What does it even mean, Laura? The next section of the exhibition is all about the bottling process, and of course there is a debate because it's about finding the best way to conserve wine.
Where do you guys stand? Cork or screw cap?
Apparently the cork makes the wine smell bad and puts bad tastes into the wine. So you'll find most Marlborough wines with a screw cap and not a cork.
It's amazing how in depth this museum goes into the winemaking process, and if you do want to learn anything about wine, this is definitely the place to come. But actually there is a lot more to the Marlborough Museum and that we are going to be checking out right now as we enter the Maori exhibition. This exhibition, called Te Poko Hiwi, is full of amazing Maori artifacts that have been found around the Marlborough region, including 3 huge waka, which are canoes used to navigate the rivers. There's also lots of tools and a lot of weapons as well, which are really interesting. What's really special about this exhibition as well is that it covers the settlement of the Wairau Bar, which is the earliest settlement site in New Zealand, dating back to 1300. And after the Maori settlement in the Marlborough region, next came the Europeans with the British colonisation, which happened around the 1800s. They also brought with them lots of artefacts which are on display here at the Marlborough Museum as well.
And one thing that strikes me is always how short were people at the time. Look at the size of that bed. For 2 people, I can even fit myself in it.
All in all, we feel like we found the perfect rainy day activity to do here in Marlborough. Not that it was really raining today, but we were still enjoying our time here nevertheless. There's so much to see and learn here, and it's an awesome way to actually spend our final full day in the South Island.
So tomorrow is going to be our last blast in the South Island. We are leaving the South Island already. It feels like it was just yesterday that we arrived. But man, we have done a lot. So tomorrow we're hopping on a sunset cruise on the Inter-Islander ferry, making our way back to the North Island for the last leg of our adventure here in New Zealand. See you tomorrow.